The first card you have for your past is the Ten of Wands. So yes, this is about, burdens, great big heavy loads. And I think you are working very hard at this time. You enjoy your work. It wasn't like you just didn't like your work. But I'm seeing that these burdens really came from your own thinking about your work, if that makes sense. You had a lot of work to finish. You liked doing your work, but I'm seeing that you're kind of feeling a lot of pressure around this. And this was kind of like you were thinking, you are a bit of a perfectionist, I know that. And I think that it was like this, should I do these great big volumes of work and then not have very good quality work? Or should I just take my time and do the quality, but then I get really stressed that I haven't done enough? It's kind of that sitting in between those two things and kind of being stressed at either of those extremes. But I think you do think in extremes quite a lot. I think that's what your problem is. You're either this extreme or that extreme. And I think that's where, I know I keep repeating myself, but I think this is where this stress comes from. And it's like, you put a lot of pressure on yourself, and you put a lot more pressure on yourself than anyone else does. And I think a lot of people were around you at this time commenting on what you're doing, and even positive comments were kind of making you feel a little bit stressed, because any attention on what you're doing was kind of making you feel quite stressed around it. What I mean by that is, if someone came and said to you, oh, that's really good, you're doing really well, you'd kind of take that as, oh, how am I going to keep this up? Maybe I'm not really good enough. Maybe they don't know I'm really not good enough. All of that kind of thing. I keep on hearing these things like, can I keep this up? What if they find out I'm not good enough? And all of that kind of thing. It's a bit like imposter syndrome. That's what I keep on seeing. Now, you are good enough. You're just a perfectionist. There's no such thing as perfection. I think you're going to just have to give that extreme thinking away. It's this kind of extreme thinking. And yeah, nothing's ever perfect. Nothing is ever perfect, and nobody holds you to the same standard that you hold yourself to. I keep on seeing that. And not everything that you do is going to be the most fantastic thing in the world. It's okay. You've got to let go of that not wanting everything to be perfect all the time. That's what you need to do. I mean, everything, whatever you do is going to still be good. It's not going to be perfect, but that doesn't mean it's going to be terrible. And you've got to stop this extreme thinking. That's what I'm seeing. I hope this is making sense. And I know I'm rambling a bit, but I'm trying to kind of let you kind of see what I'm kind of seeing here, if that makes sense. I'm really crazy. It probably doesn't make sense, but I'll keep going. So, yeah, think about your favorite music or your favorite music album. Now, there are going to be some songs on there, obviously, that you absolutely love and you play again and again and you love them and you think they're amazing. There are going to be other songs on that album that you don't play as much, you don't listen to as much. Now, you don't think they're terrible. You just don't think they're not your favorite things. There's nothing wrong with all the other songs on the album or all the tracks. They're fine. So some things that you do are going to be fantastic, like your favorite songs on the album. Other things you do are going to be fine, but they're not going to be the most amazing thing on earth. They're still going to be fine. That doesn't mean they're bad. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. I'm trying to get you to stop this kind of extreme thinking and to stop this kind of, am I good enough? I'm not good enough unless I'm perfect. It's not like that. The world isn't like that. You are good enough. You are good enough. Just remember that. You're still good. I hope that all makes sense. It probably doesn't. The next card you have for your past is the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, I keep on seeing a lot of work-related things. There's a lot of work-related stress around you, but also some positive work-related things that haven't quite come into they haven't come into the earth yet. They're still kind of ideas in your head. yeah, there are some business related ideas that you're thinking about. I'm seeing these are probably creative ideas you're thinking about at this time. And I'm seeing these are kind of an add-on to something else that you're already doing, some kind of project or business thing that you're already doing or you were already doing at this time. Um, yeah, there are some fantastic ideas. I'm seeing some really exciting ideas in your head. And they're only at the early stages at this time. They weren't fully developed. And this is in the past, but I'm seeing that you probably still haven't kind of done much with these ideas yet. They're still kind of in your head. Now I'm seeing this card is all about taking things slowly, don't kind of rush forward with anything. And I'm seeing that this is about you being careful not to speak to other people about this thing, these creative ideas that you're developing. Just be careful about telling people about this. Don't invite ideas about this. Because I think if you do invite ideas about this creative idea, it might set you back. You might get a lot of negative opinions, even positive opinions, all sorts of opinions might set you back because you're still in this kind of all or nothing kind of thinking. And I think while you're still in this mode and you're still kind of anxious in this kind of anxious way about you, it's not the best idea to kind of tell other people your ideas about these things. I mean, if you look at this man, this knight, he's by himself. He's thinking about his next move, but he's not actually doing anything yet. He's just thinking. And what he has is precious. He's holding this coin out in front of him. And it's like, it's his precious baby. He's looking at it adoringly. He's not moving with it yet, but he's thinking about it. And if this is like a precious baby to you, you wouldn't send a precious baby out into the world before it's actually grown properly. So don't send out your idea to people. Don't show people your idea. Don't tell them about it until it's fully grown, until you're ready to do this. And until you feel better in yourself, until you've kind of calmed down from this kind of extreme thinking as well. Because I think if you're under this extreme thinking, any opinions, positive, negative, anything else, is going to set you back with this thing. That's what I'm seeing. I hope this all makes sense. I'm seeing a lot of extreme thinking going on inside your head at this time. The last card you have for your past is the Eight of Wands. Yeah, so with this card, this is obviously a fast moving card. Things are happening quickly. I'm seeing there might be travel around this. And yeah, I'm seeing you might be traveling to go to see some people, or they might be traveling to visit you. These are people you haven't seen for a long, long time. I think these people have a lot of curiosity about you. They have a lot of curiosity about your work and what you're doing. A lot of people have asked you questions, or they are going to if you haven't done this traveling yet. And yeah, they're asking you about work-related things, other things as well, things you're pursuing. So this is probably why I was seeing this message not to talk about this idea that you've had. And I think, you're happy to be around these people. And, you're happy to see them. Again, I'm seeing they've either traveled to see you, or you have traveled to see them, or you are going to soon. And you're having some nice times with these people. I'm seeing you laughing, talking to them, enjoying your time with them. You are enjoying your time with them, but in small doses. So you might be seeing them quite a lot and then going out for a while to spend some time away from them and then coming back again. It's like, you love them, but you need some breathing space around these people. I hope that makes sense. This reading has been a little bit confusing. I hope it isn't too confusing for you. I'm trying to tell you what I'm seeing in this, and I hope I'm not rambling too much. This always happens with Aries. I always see a lot in the Aries reading, a lot, and it's hard for me to kind of articulate what I'm seeing a lot of the time. So my apologies, bear with me. The first card you have for your present is the Chariot. So yes, again, this is about traveling. This is also about guarding yourself a little bit. I'm seeing that both of these things again here. So these people who you're seeing or you're visiting, they might have a lot to say about your job. They're curious about it. They're asking you all about that. And you're kind of guarding yourself against these questions. You are answering questions. You're happy to talk to them, you're happy to answer their questions, but there are some things you are keeping to yourself because there are some things around this that they might not understand. That's what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing these people asking you things about your love life. And they might be trying to I'm seeing they might be trying to set you up with someone even, or they might be saying things like, oh, you'd be perfect with this person, you'd be perfect together, all of that kind of thing. Now, you're not the person to kind of just go along with what people say. So if they say, oh, you're perfect with this person, you might be you are the kind of person who is just going to say, well, I'm not going to be with them then, if that's what you want. But I'm actually seeing, don't be angry, but this person would actually be good for you, whoever this is. So if you hear people say, oh, you'd be perfect to be with that person, they'd be perfect for you, you'd be perfect for them, your automatic response is to say to them, no, I'm not going to be with that person, if that's what you're saying. But I'm seeing that you would actually be good with that person if you are single. So if you know who this is, if people are saying you'd be perfect with this person, just consider them, just think about them. That's what I'm seeing. Just think about it. Please think about it. The next card you have for your present is the Queen of Cups. So yeah, I'm seeing you kind of wanting to help people in this card. You have people who you want to help. These might be people these people that you're visiting, or these people that are visiting you. Some of these people might need a bit of help, they might need a bit of advice. Now, you're usually a little bit forceful when you give people advice, but you do give very good advice. You're well-meaning, and your advice always comes from the heart. It's very pure. It really does come from the heart, even though sometimes it gets lost in translation. People get a bit annoyed with your advice. I'm also seeing that this project or this idea that you have in the Knight of Pentacles also might have something to do with helping people. I'm seeing that as well. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is that you might be, I'm seeing that you've had some kind of romantic connection with someone for a long, long time. And this might go from romance to friends, and love to friends, and backwards and forwards. I see this all the time in your readings. Whoever this person is, you're going backwards and forwards with them. Sometimes you're friends, sometimes you're more than friends, and then you go back to friends. It's that kind of thing. So it might be even a friend with benefits, but obviously it's more than that in your emotions, because they're kind of always in your reading. So you have a lot more feelings for them than that. So it's kind of a little bit confusing. I hope this is going to make sense to you. I think at this time you're kind of starting to realize that they're not the right person for you, and I think you're starting to realize that they might be either with you for the wrong reasons, or they might have a bit of a big ego, or they might kind of be a little bit, I'm actually seeing someone who might be a little bit lazy and a little bit laid back. They might be expecting you to do all the work, or it might be that they might want to have you on a string, if that makes sense. It might be that they're kind of looking back and they're saying, oh, I can just be a bit laid back. I don't have to worry about putting any work in. I don't have to worry about talking to them or seeing them or putting any effort in or doing anything. They'll always come back to me. They might have that kind of mentality, and that might be what you're realizing about them at this time. So I'm seeing that you're kind of cooling off for them. You're kind of not wanting to be around them anymore. And I think there's no drama around this. You're kind of just distancing yourself from this person. And I think while you're doing this, they might be feeling this distance coming from you. Now, they're not going to like this, because I think what they like is to have you on some kind of a string. They're not going to like you pulling away from them. They're going to feel this. They're not going to like it. And that might be when they come back and try to talk to you and try to get you back. But I don't think you're going to come back. I think you're kind of just pulling away from them, and you're just not biting this time. You're just not biting. They're going to come text you. They're going to come and want to see you. They're going to want to talk to you. They might come and say, oh, you're this and you're that and you're gorgeous and you're great and all of the kinds of things that brought you back last time. are not going to bring you back this time. That's what I'm seeing with that. So the last card you have for your present is the Eight of Cups. So again, same thing. You're just moving away from them. You're just drifting away from this person. And this is a great big step for you. This is a big shift for you emotionally. And it's like, I'm not seeing drama around this, because usually when you do have a breakup or when you decide to kind of get away from someone, there's a great big drama. Not that you mean to create drama, but it's like you either get angry or there's some great big thing. It kind of always ends in a bang, usually with you. But with this, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing a peaceful kind of letting go. It's almost like you're just on the edge of the water and you're just pushing the boat out and you're just gently letting it go this time. You're just letting them go, letting this whole thing go. No drama. It's just enough is enough, goodbye. That's what I'm seeing happening with this card. The first card you have for your future is the Hermit. So yes, this is like, because you're letting go, because you were letting go in the Eight of Cups, this might be the start of the end, if that makes sense, of your kind of extreme thinking. Because we have the Hermit and you're becoming a lot more introspective, you're trying to get some more balance in your life, and that's why you're letting this person go. So you're starting to kind of let go of that kind of going off with a bang, being angry, either I love them or I hate them, either I'm doing this work and I'm fantastic or I'm terrible. So this is kind of you coming into hermit mode, coming into a lot of getting inside yourself, maybe even meditating if this is something that you do, and just thinking about how you want to go forward in your life. You don't want any more of these extremes anymore. They're too stressful for you. They're not doing you any good. And I think also this visit, this getting away from your old surroundings, or someone coming to you, which is like a new kind of having new people around you again, kind of puts you in a new mode of thought. That as well is kind of going to be making you think in this new way. That's what I'm seeing. It's going to be a little bit confusing for you, because I think you've always had these extremes. You've always had this kind of thing where you're either on full blast or you're turned off. You're either hot or cold. You're either everything's perfect or everything's terrible. You're either everything's amazing and I'm on cloud nine, or I'm kind of down in the dumps and everything's terrible. So I'm seeing also you're going to have to I'm seeing someone else around you as well at this time in your future. This could be a friend. This is someone who's perfect for you to talk to about this, because this is a lot of, while you're kind of in hermit mode and you're kind of getting out of that kind of extreme thinking, it is good for you. This is a good process to get out of that, but it's going to be something you're not used to. This kind of more, this kind of more gentle thinking, this kind of more balanced thinking is something you're not used to. I think you've probably been extreme in your whole life. So making this shift, making this change is something you're really, really not used to. And this friend that I'm seeing around you at this time is extremely balanced, extremely well balanced, very well organized, very kind of gentle, kind, fantastic to talk to. So this, I think, when you talk to this friend, really open up to them, really tell them everything that's going on with you. And they're going to help you to sort through this thing that you're going through in your emotions with the Hermit. They're going to really help you with this. So this is the start of a new you, I'm seeing, actually. There's a lot to go through. There's a lot to work through. There's a lot to kind of unknot. A lot of old patterns and a lot of old thoughts that you're going to have to unknot. But this is going to be worth it. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your future is the Star. Yeah, I'm sensing some caution actually around this card. There's someone who definitely thinks you're very attractive, like this beautiful woman in this card. And of course people think you're attractive. You're Aries, I'll say that. But this person might just want you around. They might just want your attention for their own ego or something like that. I think this is probably this person in the Eight of Cups who you've drifted away from, moved away from. They are feeling that shift. That's what I'm seeing in the Eight of Cups, and they're going to want you back. As soon as you pull away, they're going to want you back because they want the attention. It's like a rubber band effect. Every time you pull away, they kind of ping back to you. It's that kind of thing. So yeah, you are letting go of them emotionally. You have already done that, and you are still going to do that. And I think they still have hope for you. They still have hope. And it's this laziness again. It's like, oh, I know they'll come back to me. I think they're attractive. I think they're gorgeous, but I don't have to do anything. I can just sit here and I know they're going to ping back to me. I know they're going to come back to me. And yeah, this is all ego driven. So you're right about this. You're right to kind of move away from this person. Really right. I'm really glad you've moved on, because I am seeing that this is all ego driven. The reason why they have hope is not for a good reason. It's so that they can feed their ego. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your future is the Devil. Here we are. Here we are. I'm not saying this person is the devil. I'm not saying they're evil, but ego. The Devil is driven by ego. This person wants you back for all the wrong reasons. They want you back because they want to feel good. They want to kind of know that you'll always come back. They want to kind of feel like, oh, I'm so important and wonderful and gorgeous and amazing. This person always comes back to me. They always do, no matter what happens. No. From now on, that's not going to happen. You are not chained to this Devil person anymore. And I think, I don't think you realised that you were chained to them. I think you were kind of chained to them emotionally because you weren't moving on to someone else, or you weren't moving on to the idea even of someone else. And now that you've made this emotional shift, you're away from this Devil person, you're going to be able to find someone else. You're going to be able to be open to someone else. Even this person who I'm seeing in the Chariot, who's everyone tells you is perfect for you. So don't dig your heels in. Maybe think about that person if you know who that is, or anyone new at all, or even just take some time out by yourself and just take some breathing space away from this Devil person. But now this means you're free. Now that you're unchained from this Devil person, you are free. Now, I hope, Aries, that this made sense to you. I know I was rambling, I know it was garbled, I know it was a bit crazy. I really hope this makes sense. This always happens in my Aries readings because there's so much emotion, there's so many extremes in an Aries reading.